Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Shamanic Oracle. And guess what? I got a treat for you today. We're going to be using something that I dug out of my storage of magical tools and tarot cards and different things from before I moved. You know how that is if you've ever moved a house and you still are looking for things. But I haven't seen this in years. It's a very creative divination tool. So you can see all the info there. It's Goddess Guide Me, the oracle that answers questions of the heart. And I thought that during this Venus retrograde, it would be a good time to bust this out and have a reading with it. And if you like them, we'll probably have more. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we get. And there's a procedure that goes with this. Comes with dice. And, by the way, if you like the Shamanic Oracle and you want some more readings, you can always subscribe me, give me a like, that kind of thing. All that stuff that helps people get found. Here we go. This is what we're supposed to read and think about before we ask our question. So let's get, this is like a meditation. My head is ready to receive new ways to think and to believe. My thoughts are deeds. Their power is great. My mind will help me rule my fate. My heart is filled with feelings true that will my weary heart renew. Emotions, waves, they ebb and flow, but I avoid their undertow. My home is here. I feel secure. This space is now a temple pure, where I can safely speak my mind and leave my hurt and fear behind. It's time to let my head and heart align to bring me Cupid's dart or any other goal I seek. It's time to hear the goddess speak. Goddess, guide me. Interesting. Apparently, the copyright on this is 1992, so it was a while ago. This is kind of vintage. Okay. So, we're going to roll the dice and think about what we want to know. What is this Venus retrograde bringing me right now? At the time that I get this reading, one kind of almost fell off the table. At the time of this reading, boy, they're lively too. I'm not really moving my hand that much, but they sure are jiggling around a lot. Okay, dice, stay on the table, please. Whoa, they still want to scatter. Okay. Lively. That might be a good sign. I don't know. So we have 2, 3, and 8. So if you're into numbers, that might mean something to you. I know 23 might. And the number 8. Let's see. 2 and 3 is 5, 8. Oh my gosh. 5 and 8 is lucky number 13. Hope you're not triskaidekaphobic. How cool is that? Those of you who are afraid of 13, don't be. It is actually... Yes, it is a number sacred to Venus. Friday the 13th was originally a day when you were supposed to make love all day. So I think this is some kind of sign, folks. Yeah. Oh, I love it when this sort of thing happens. And it usually does. It often does. That's one of the reasons why it's so much fun to do these. Okay, so let's find out what it is saying. As you can see, we've got Okay, goddess number 2 is Aphrodite. Goddess number 3 is Bridget. And yeah, goddess number 2 is Bridget. Goddess number 3. Goddess number 8. I'm getting confused. Numbers confuse me. Sometimes that's why I have numerologists. Anyway, okay. 2, 3, 8. Okay, we've got it now. And goddess number 8 is Hecate. Wow. Okay. So we have a combination of these 3 goddesses talking to us. Okay. And I got to give this person points for coming up with this. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to hold the camera on this. I'm going to get this in the camera frame so that you can continue to gaze upon the message here. And actually, you know what? We're going to read this together. Probably that's a good idea. Aphrodite says, Aphrodite, okay. Oh, I found a way to do this. Goddess of affection. My head is crowned with beautiful, though short-lived, flowers and a butterfly that seems to have soared to the end of a rainbow. Interesting. I am surrounded by possibilities for pleasure. I may experience many delightful encounters before I find true love. Know that you can believe what you are hearing. It may even be time to enjoy the breathless moments of ecstasy that emanate from the meeting of 2 lovers. An existing relationship must recover this heady excitement. A relationship incapable of recapturing that moment is in danger of failing. Permission must be granted for a vacation from logic and worry into the dreamy world of the pleasure seeker. Realize no life purpose other than love, laughter, and the enjoyment of the moment. Act as an inspiring and a helpful muse to your partner's creativity. Do not be worried. Be charming and gay. Well, happy. Remember, this was written a while ago. But, you know, if you do happen to be gay, you can be that too, okay? It's no problem. Think affectionately. Okay. Bridget. And this, okay, that was in the head. That was the thoughts. So this is feelings. Bridget, goddess of communication. My heart is filled with sparks of energy. At its center is a golden heart filled with shapes diametrically opposing each other. I feel comfortable through my emotions. They are constantly changing. I experience all possible emotions so I can grow. Now it is not possible or desirable to say precisely how you feel about something. Uncertainty's purpose can only be learned in hindsight. Self-knowledge and growth require the comforting of confusion. The kingfisher I hold flies high above the churning seas until sure enough of her goal to dive straight down and catch it. The root of the peony flower I hold is said to protect me from lunacy. Ooh, the craziness you now feel will lead to reevaluation. Take heart and know that every seeker of wisdom experiences the challenge of indecision. The validity of one's beliefs will be questioned prior to finding the way to peace and illumination. And it says that feel changeable. Well, interesting. And as you see, there's lots of symbolism on these cards. So let's move down. Oh, we got a snake down there. Down at the feet here, what she stands on. Hecate, goddess of mysteries. My home is among the great pyramids of Egypt. Monuments made to preserve the bodies of royalty. Not particularly, but we know that that's not quite true. But they are monuments in a way. Their very form is the embodiment of the deathless precision of pure science and mathematics. Metaphysical wisdom was taught by priestesses of the great goddess. Science was then our servant and not our master. I stand upon a base of my sacred stone, obsidian, whose perfect blackness absorbs negativity and amplifies my power. Okay. My dress is adorned with forms describing a secret mathematical formula and a border symbolizing a nuclear chain reaction. Really? Isn't that interesting? Okay. Wow, okay. I had to take that in a moment. My cape is the color of the fire that both destroys and creates life. My sacred animal is the cobra, whose angry bite transforms life into death. The cobra eventually sheds skin, symbolizes the promise of a new life emerging out of death. And don't they use cobra venom for healing as well, too? Because, yes, very interesting. So she is kind of polarities. Yeah, interesting. This is a take on Hecate. I hadn't entirely heard this one for a long time. And anyway, this book is bringing back memories now. It's a little different. I invoke the power of unseen, indescribable forces to me to aid me in transforming that which has outlived its usefulness and what I know should be. Oh my goodness. Crucial to your question is your willingness to take part in profound fundamental changes. Wow, that must take place as you progress towards the goal you desire. Face your fear of the unknown. The process of change has already started. Take part in changes whose outcome is unsure. The present moment, the only time that really exists, is your point of power. It is impossible to change another who has not reached the point of desiring change. But the envy of results achieved from often provokes changes in even the most rigid. The envy of results. How interesting, huh? It's true. Heed the thoughts that are in my head. By identifying with these thoughts, you will understand that what area of your life is to be the focus of your plan for change. Heed the feelings in my heart. By identifying these feelings, you can prevent the emotional changes that may overwhelm your plan for change. So Aphrodite is helping us identify what our focus is. Bridget is helping us prevent emotional changes from overwhelming us. Well, that is a very beautiful reading and pretty deep. And wow. So Hecate was Hecate, the also, I believe, the goddess of the crossroads and of doing what must be done. She was the one who appears at the end of life. Very interesting. A lot of things, a lot of the readings I've been doing are talking about old things dying, old ways dying, old thoughts, and shamans' deaths. So I think this is very appropriate and does not conflict with the readings I've been getting at all. This actually shores up a lot of the readings I've been doing lately. So, I have to say, so really our focus, what I'm getting out of this, is our focus is to be having fun. We're to celebrate this. We're to celebrate this time, celebrate life and living as much as we possibly can, and take a vacation from logic and worry. But here comes the goddess of communication, who's very logical in the heart. Chakra, isn't this interesting? Aphrodite in the head and Bridget in the heart. This is interesting. It's just the opposite, but from the way it usually is, and this is a retrograde. Okay? Very interesting. So, the goddess of communication. So this says embrace uncertainty. She's saying it is not necessary or even desirable that you even know exactly how you feel about anything. You don't have to know. You just be experiencing. Confront your confusion. And it says, the root of the peony flower I hold is said to protect one from lunacy. The craziness you now feel will lead to reevaluation. So, interesting. Protection from, if you feel like you're going to go nuts. I didn't know you could use peonies for that. Okay, this is interesting. The validity of one's beliefs will be questioned prior to finding the way to peace and communication. Very interesting. So, then Hecate's talking about the light bulb's got to be willing to be changed. I'm kidding, but yeah, you got to be willing to change. Well, yeah, we say that in psychology. So we've got to allow the changes. Apparently, the way we feel right now is going to be, and I did predict this, people are going to be feeling crazy because the sort of thing that we're encountering in the world right now, there's a lot of craziness in the world, okay? People are kind of complaining, and it makes us feel kind of crazy sometimes, But don't worry about that right now. Just be in the here and now. Be comfortable with indecision and uncertainty as you can. Celebrate life as much as you can. And release everything that is weighing you down and not working for you. Just release it and go have fun. And don't worry about, Interesting. Very interesting, folks. There is so much there, it might take a little while to unpack that, right? I think I like this. I think I'm going to do this again. Again real soon. We're going to check this. Okay? Well, that was your Goddess Guide Me reading. Your timeless Goddess Guide Me reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a like, a subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me what you thought of it. And I will see you next time.